Gossip. My sister, you too like Ofofo.
Hey, why I no go like Ofofo?
For your latest news, visit www.NAIJAXTREME.com.
For advert placement and promotion,
email us at NAIJAXTREME1@gmail.com.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter
at NAIJAXTREME and Instagram
at NAIJAXTREME Fashion.
Don't be the last to find out, cause NAIJAXTREME is the bomb.
Have you heard about Kesman Exchange? We buy and sell Bitcoin. You can also sell gift cards for us at Kesman Exchange. All at the best rate. We are real agency 24 hours 7 days a week, all transaction under 10 minutes. Easy, safe, fast and reliable. Contact us now on WhatsApp at 0810-328-0712.
NAIJAXTREME.
NAIJAXTREME.
NAIJAXTREME. NAIJAXTREME blog, the most online visited platform that delivers global news,
entertainment,
sports,
unique fashion,
and of course,
gossip.
My sister, you too like Ofofo.
Hey, why I no go like Ofofo?
Thank you for joining us again today. Your humble host, the Solar, and here with me over co-host, Jackie. Yes, it's here again on Real Talk on Relationship Matters. And like we've said before, this is not an advice channel. We're not telling you what's in a relationship. We're just giving you the facts. What researchers have found out, what psychologists have found out, and that's what we're just do. We're not telling you what to do. The utmost decision and ultimate decision rests with you and what you do. Last week we discussed about ladies going out and getting married to older wealthy men, and it was very, very interesting. It was. People had comments. It was like, oh yeah, you know. And then we looked at reasons why people choose older wealthy men, and then we talked about reasons why they decide not to do that, and why people don't do good enough to go out with older wealthy men. So it was a very interesting time of the show. It was eye-opening, it was thought-provoking, and today we're here with another topic. Today's topic is different. Today's topic is intense. It's a topic that actually a lot of people need to be aware of. We think it's not important. We think not really that we don't think it's important. It's just that a lot of people don't see how much awareness needs to be done about this particular topic. Yeah. They don't know how much people actually go through it. And at a certain time, a lot of people just, you know what, they're just done with the whole idea of this topic. So we're bringing it to the show. We're going to be expecting your comments, your opinions, which we really look forward to. Yeah. The topic for today is should a woman stay in an abusive relationship for any reason? We're not putting a certain reason, but we're asking if I think that any woman should stay in an abusive relationship for any reason at all. And I just hope you're ready for some facts. You're ready for some reasons that a lot of people do stay in this relationship. Trust me, you will be surprised as to why they do stay in this relationship. Aside from the ones that we know, there are a lot of other reasons that a lot of women decide to stay in abusive relationships. Yeah. We placed a poll on Facebook last week, this past week, and we got the results. The post was, we asked a question like we always do every week. Should a woman stay in an abusive relationship for any reason at all? And then about 78% of the people said the woman should walk away. They say, don't stay for any reason. Just pack your bags and leave the relationship.
No matter what
whatever the case may be, whatever the reason may be, pack your stuff.
Can you imagine?
And leave. 78%. Yes.
Wow.
And then 22% said, you know what?
You should endure.
Endure with the man.
Endure the pain. The suffering, the beating,
the hitting, whatever it is.
Just endure.
you. 22%.
That's why we need your opinion today on this show. We need you to bring in your contribution, your discussion. Let's discuss together if they should actually endure or they should just pack their stuff and just leave, as 78% says the woman should just leave the relationship. So
Yeah. Yes. Um, Abuse is about power. Abuse is about power. Abuse is about control. And there are different kinds of abuse. We have the emotional abuse, there is the verbal abuse, there is sexual abuse. There are all kinds of abuse. Stalking is a part of abuse,
definitely.
spiritual abuse,
Definitely.
image based abuse,
All kinds of abuse.
all kinds
We
of
have
abuse.
several.
And the physical abuse is just one, important abuse and one widely known abuse. And that's one of the abuse we're going to be talking about today. According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1 in 3 American women experiences physical abuse by an intimate partner. Can you believe that? 1 in 3 women. So if there are 3 women here, 1 out of the 3 has either encountered physical abuse in her
Definitely.
relationship, is encountering physical abuse in her relationship, or possibly will encounter physical abuse in her relationship. So it's interesting that National Coalition Against Domestic Violence says that 1 in 3 American women experiences physical abuse. And for those of us who have good fortune and have never been in an abusive relationship,
We are so fortunate.
yeah,
right?
it's of course it is. It's a fortune that
Definitely.
you've never been in one. The initial reaction to when you hear that someone's in an abusive relationship is like, why the hell is she there? Why don't you pack your stuff
And just leave.
and leave? That's what comes to mind. That's the first thing that comes to your mind. Let this person pack your stuff and leave. Why are you staying in the relationship? And
Definitely.
those,
I will surely ask the same question.
yeah, because
Why
that's
are you
what comes
still
to
there? Do you
mind.
want him to kill you?
I know, right?
Definitely.
That's what comes to mind. And the harsh reality is that there's so many reasons why a lot of people cannot leave this relationship.
Definitely.
It's just crazy. It's sad. It's scary. But there are too many reasons why you just cannot leave. And we're going to be talking about some of the reasons today before we open the call and then start reading text at around 3. We're going to open calls and all of that. And then you can call in and let us know what your opinions are, what your comments are. The number is working through the screen. You can see it there. You call us and let us know what your thoughts are. One of the reasons why women decide to stay in an abusive relationship is fear. Can you believe that?
That's absurd.
It is.
Fear.
And funny enough, fear can be so it can be so coughing. Fear can put you in shackles.
Definitely.
Because when you're scared of something, a lot of people have failed in their lives because they have refused to try. They're just scared of
They're
trying.
scared of trying and failing.
Exactly. And so it's
definitely,
worse.
If you don't try and fail, you will never make it. You'll never be successful.
You would not even know what's going on with you.
Exactly, you would.
So a lot of people are scared. A lot of people worry before they even try. And that is one of the basic and one of the scared reasons why people don't leave abusive relationships. Fear. Some of them are scared that they're going to be alone forever. It's like, if I leave this person for the rest of my life, I just
somebody else.
Maybe nobody's gonna love me anymore.
Definitely.
Maybe nobody's going to want to be with me anymore. Fear of being alone. The fear that they cannot survive without this person. It's like, this person is my all. This person pay my bills.
Without
this person
I'm
the
nothing.
economy is harsh. If I leave this person, I am going to suffer. So there is fear.
Definitely.
Fear.
The fear of getting somebody better than that person.
They don't think they can get someone better. That's it. They just don't think it's possible for them to meet someone better. So they think I cannot survive. If this person lives my life, if I leave this person, I am done. I cannot survive. Another one is they're afraid of physical consequences of leaving this person. And that's true. There are a lot of guys that would go after you. They would hunt you. If you leave the relationship, it's funny that 70% of domestic violence murder occurs after the lady leaves the relationship.
Yes, that's right.
Can you believe it?
That's right.
70%. So for 70 people out of 100 that leaves a relationship, it's possible that they will get, killed because they get stalked. You're scared. You're watching your back. You don't know what's going to happen. I was looking at a movie recently, Till Death Do Us Part. That was sometimes this week. I was just going through Netflix and I just saw it and I'm like, I need to see what's going on. And it is funny that this lady, beautiful husband, romantic. Like he comes and he's all sweet and all nice and all, lovey-dovey. I was watching him, I'm like, oh my God, a man like this, Jesus. And guess what?
What?
One thing triggered him in the marriage. The lady wanted a child. She's a full-time housewife. She's an educated person, but this man wants a full-time housewife.
Wow.
Oh, it's just me and my wife. I want my wife alone. He wanted that. And this woman stays at home all alone. So she's like, I want kids and I want kids. And she was talking to her husband about it. And the man kept saying, don't worry, we'll have kids. When is the right time? One day, this woman was going through the house and then she realized that this man has been taking testosterone injections.
Wow.
That, stops him from his sperm from fertilizing her eggs.
Wow.
So it's impossible for her to get pregnant. So she got it and she was so mad. And the husband came back from work and she was like, why would you do this to me? A man should not do this to his wife. Your father would never have done that to your mother. And this man raised his hands and hit the woman.
Wow.
And that was the start of so many other physical abuse.
Wow.
It was terrible. It's a movie, but eventually she had to kill the guy. Like, she pretended she was dead. She faked her own death. It was just a whole lot of mess.
You know, there are also certain things that can make a lady want to leave an abusive relationship. Like when you have children.
Yes, I totally agree with you.
You kind of look like, if I leave these kids and I go, these kids are going to suffer in the hands of another woman. Definitely, if I go with these kids, how am I going to survive with these kids? How am I going to provide for them? How am I going to feed them? That's why last week when we were talking about women also being useful for themselves.
Yes.
You should.
Aside from marrying someone that has money, you have to make some money.
You have to make some money yourself.
Yes.
In such situation, you should not be thinking of how we look better for your kids. What I think such a woman should do is tighten up her belt and kind of say, oh, with God on my side, I'm going to survive with these kids. And she should get her butt out there, work, get money, and do all she can to make the children great. So in the nearest future, even the husband can see. But in the essence of you thinking, how do I survive? I have to stay in the abusive marriage, which can claim your life.
And do you know one funny thing that a lot of
because
women
of children
forget with their children is the fact that your kids see things.
Definitely, they see.
You think they see. I've heard ladies say, "Oh, I'm just going to be in this relationship for my kids. I don't want them to think that their father is a bad person." Honey,
definitely,
the children see what is going on.
They see, and those kind of children in future they end up being bullied too because they see the father eating the mother.
It has psychological effects on them. It has a whole lot of psychological effects on these children.
When you look at them, like 80% of those kids are also bullies at school.
Yeah.
Because they say Ash was in school and the teacher will kind of,
where did you get
this way? So I hear my dad calling my mom stupid. I hear my mom calling my dad fool, using F word and all kind. Some kids will eat other students in class and the teacher will kind of, where did you get this from? Say my dad eat my mom.
It's the truth. When you're staying in an abusive relationship because of your kids and you're thinking it's not healthy for them.
What is even good is take them out of that situation. Let them not see what is going on.
I saw, I don't know if it was a documentary or it was a movie or something, but I saw something and this man happened to be in the hospital. His his medication rather, was switched. So it was diabetic, and then they took off his diabetic, and something else was put in medication. It was switched, and then it became a law issue, and all of that. Police got involved, and guess who switched it?
The wife.
The son.
Why? For what reason?
Because the son realized that his father was always abusing his mother.
Wow.
And he wanted his father dead.
You see that?
Because he loved his mother so much. Imagine your child is becoming a killer right under your roof while you're
under your
protecting
nose.
that child. Isn't it
That's
funny?
it. That's definitely what
It's never
the outcome
good.
will be.
It's never good
It's never good.
for
Just
the
because of
child.
kids, you say you want to stay. It's good you go out with the kids and make sure everything is good.
Mhm.
But keeping the kids there, you're risking their life, exposing them to an
Yeah.
abusive home and all
Environment.
that. So
And it's even possible that some people are scared, even other children, that the father, if they, sometimes they might get joint custody of the child, and then the father might brainwash the children, and then he might even become physically abusive to the child as well. So these are all the things that makes them scared. Another thing is charm.
Wow.
When we say charm, it's funny that there are certain people that think, oh, she likes bad boys. That is why she's always getting into trouble.
Mm.
But the truth is, not everybody that gets into an abusive relationship wants a bad boy. Because the truth is, when these guys come, they are the nicest.
Mm.
They are the sweetest. They are the most romantic people. They come around and they just love you. They come with all the sweetness. They're the one that know how to pamper you. They're the one that open the door for you. That they are so sweet.
So sweet.
And you know what sweeter thing that they do? They open up their vulnerability to you.
Imagine.
Which woman doesn't want a man that's going to be vulnerable with her? He's telling you, oh my God, I went through this. My father was this, and my mother was this. And you're looking like, oh my God.
All of this.
He opened up to me.
And you think you have found the gold.
Yes, honey. You think you found diamond.
You know what I observe about those abusive men? They estimate up the lady in marriage. They rush the lady into marriage to hide the secret. So the lady wouldn't see the real part of them. It is few weeks after the marriage that you start seeing the real person he
But
is.
honestly, I will not totally agree with that because I've seen
scenarios. That's why I said that.
I totally agree with you. I understand that you've seen scenarios and it happens, but I'm not agreeing with the fact that all of them rushes.
Definitely not all.
Because
Most.
I've met people that have been in relationships of 3-4 years that are crazily abusive. And these ladies will not just accept that you're in an abusive relationship.
Definitely they are seeing the signs. They just decide to ignore.
Yeah.
All because of love.
Oh, please.
The word love, right?
Please.
They say love is blind.
No, it's not.
No,
Love will open your eyes.
In an abusive relationship, is love still blind?
No, honey. I never believe the fact. I know your emotions can be intense sometimes. You just want to do everything for this guy. You're in love with him. I know it's possible, but love doesn't blind you. Nobody should lie to you.
I remember when I was growing up, I keep saying this word that if I'm in a courtship or in a relationship and the man raises his hand to eat me, definitely I'm walking away from that.
Any man,
I won't even marry the person.
And marry is a very strong word.
Yeah.
A man that raises his hands and hits you, to me, this is just my opinion. And everybody has a right to their opinion. To me, is an animal. If you will raise your hand against a woman and hit her, honey, you're an animal. I don't want to hear anything else. I'm not even. It's just my opinion. I'm not interested in your apology because if something can push you to a limit where you would hit me, no, honey, I know how I am. I'm probably gonna push you. It's probably going to get worse. So let's just call it a truce. I do a lot. So no, I don't want some panel beating on my face. So yes, charm is another reason why a lot of people. And then after this guy comes back all apologetic, giving you all kinds of nice things, and it's just a whole lot of things. They become romantic again to appease you and all. So it's not every lady that is with a bad guy because they want to be with a bad guy, and not every guy is bad at first. They come in nice and all of that, and then it just
And I think another thing which can make a lady stay in an abusive relationship is shame.
Yes.
Do you know they can be so ashamed of themselves that I had to keep this for this long. Oh, if I say this to my friend, they will laugh at me. Or if I say this to my friend, they will kind of. So you all this are going on with you, and you just kept quiet, and they decide to keep the shame to themselves instead of getting an help from those who can help them. Definitely, they keep the shame and endure and endure and endure, and most of them they end up being killed. You know, we are not saying they shouldn't endure their relationship. No, relationship should be enjoyed, not endured though.
Begin to
But there are
endure.
certain things that happens in all relationship that you have to endure such, but not like
Not abuse.
abusive
Not abuse. Nobody
relationship.
should ever endure
Because
abuse in
one
a
of them
relationship.
will be pushed one day. One of them will be pushed either by, anything can happen in an abusive
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
I saw some things on Facebook sometimes ago. Such abuse happens often to this lady, and there was a day the lady was just obsessed and she was so angry. So the anger was in her. Like,
Emotion can be a
the
terrible
man was
thing.
sleeping and he just carry is it acid or hot
Oh,
water and just
Jesus.
pour it on the man, all because the man was abusing her, and she was kind of, what happened? He said, he beats me every time, beats me every time. He beats you every time, and
And
you
you
can't
never
just leave
said
the relationship. You
anything.
never said
You
anything.
never said anything. That is sad. That is sad.
Very,
And
very sad.
it's the idea of the shame, just
Shame.
like you said. Some of them
Shame.
don't want to be judged by the society. They don't want their friends. Social media this just paints everything as perfect. So you don't want anyone to think your relationship
Everything
isn't
on
perfect.
social media is fake.
Of
Most of
course.
it, 100% of it is fake.
Yes. Not everybody is real on there.
People get on social media, people like their relationship, their marriage is looking cool, looking good,
But that's not true.
my guy is not.
It's never.
You don't know what they go through in their
Yeah,
inner
nobody
house.
nobody puts their dirty laundry up there.
Definitely.
Nobody lets you know what's really going on in their marriage.
Definitely.
So we're just deceiving ourselves if you want to make social media your
Your own.
standard. Another thing is guilt. This goes really well with shame, and they work hand in hand. For guilt is like me now. I should say, it hits me because I talk too much. So you come and I'm sitting there, and every time I would always talk too much. And then every time I get beat because I talk too much. I had a friend in college, and when someone comes to me and say, "Oh, it's my friend," though, I want to ask this question. It's my friend. This is about my friend. My friend did this. Just know it's them. So she came and she was like, "Oh, Bisola, my friend is going through this, and I want to ask you this question." She said she loves this guy. I'm like, okay. And this guy, good to hear. And this guy loves her too. That's always the basics. Oh yes, okay, that's good. That's good story. But one day they were having an argument, and the guy beat her, and she tore the guy's clothes. But it's her. She talks too much.
Really, every man should be used to that. That ladies talk too much.
I know, right? So I was like, oh, you're not telling me the whole story.
Yeah, you need to say
What kind of conversation were they having, and what did she say, and what on earth could she have said that would make
trigger
him
the guy.
beat you so bad?
The guy also is not a fool. He's
Beat
not
you
an
so
animal,
bad
definitely.
that what could have? I know. I'm like, girl, tell your friend to leave that relationship. It's a relationship, right? It's not a marriage.
That's a sign.
But they don't listen.
The girl will say he loves him.
He loves me.
She
She
loves
said,
her.
and then our parents are involved. Daddy called me and apologized.
Does
on
that
his behalf.
matter?
Mommy called, and I'm looking at her like, okay, I don't want to get involved in this. I used to tell people, I'm a very playful person. I can play for Africa. I'm in a relationship with you. I will tug you and I will poke you and I will pull your dress and I will drag you around the house, and I can be very playful.
That's good.
But
We have different kind of playful.
when we are playful,
And you hit me.
do not raise your hands again. Some people are playful and then they and then they're beating.
What kind of playful is that?
No, don't let us do that kind of play.
It's starting gradually.
I will not accept that kind of
There
play.
are definitely signs which the
There-
ladies
there-
ignore.
A
There are
lot of
definitely
signs. There are lots of signs.
Like you are in a public place, you guys are talking, and it's kind of shutting you up.
I know.
Can you shut up? Can you shut up? My friends are here. Can you shut up? And you should be seeing
Oh
such
my
signs.
God. It's funny.
It's
It
very, very
really
funny.
is.
Very,
It's
very
funny
funny.
that we're going to get to the signs, and we're going to talk about the signs in a couple of minutes. But yes, guilt is one of the reasons why ladies say they think they're the one doing something wrong. I'm the one talking too much. I'm the one pushing him. And I tell ladies, don't get married to a guy that you have not seen pushed to his limits.
Exactly.
If you have not seen him being pushed to his limits, you have not seen how he handles pressure. My dear, don't.
Run for your life.
You don't know how he can handle pressure. You don't know how he can handle his boss hitting him at being hard on him at work, or
Mhm.
all of this chaos coming into his life,
You know,
and you
at
don't see how
times,
he handles it,
at times
honey.
in relationship, you need to kind of create a little fight and
So
see
you
how
know
you
how he
guys
handles it.
handle the
Yes.
situation.
How do you resolve conflict?
Definitely.
If you're in a relationship and both of you have never had
Just
quarrels
get
where you
angry
resolve,
unnecessarily,
I
but
know
don't let it go too long. Just get angry unnecessarily and see how it
it
reacts. If he's
reacts.
gonna apologize or you apologizing to him,
There's some men that just can't say I'm sorry.
yeah, that one is common in all men. Very, very common. 90% of them, I must tell you that.
I know, but
It's
then
ego. That's ego.
we know it's ego,
They find a
but
way to
they
say
have
it.
a way to say I'm
Sorry, they
sorry.
have a
They
way to
might not
say
say it
it.
with your words, but it's probably going to be all lovey
Definitely,
dovey, probably getting you this.
definitely 80% of them will say I'm sorry, baby. Definitely they
Well,
will.
I've had those that will say
But
I'm sorry. I will
you
make you
will
say I'm
you will
sorry.
have the situation whereby they will say, what is it now?
Don't what
It's
is it mean?
okay.
No, it's not
Okay, I'll take
okay.
you out, I'll buy you
No,
stuff.
say sorry. If you not say sorry, I'm not
The
getting
word
over it.
sorry is very, very heavy in their mouth that they don't even want to say it. They are finding it
Uh,
very difficult to say.
yes,
And
yes.
another thing I think is financial needs that
Money.
makes some women stay in abusive
Yes,
relationship.
money.
Just because the guy gives you money, because the guy buys you the latest designers, and you kind of, oh, if I go out, I might not see a better person. Definitely, there is a better person out there, better than the
Always.
person that
Always.
just keep praying and look out. Definitely, the one that
Always.
that
Push
left you,
yourself up.
push yourself up.
Package
Then you will see.
yourself.
Even
Honey,
the same thing to ladies too,
package yourself.
because there are ladies
See,
that abuse too,
of
just
course.
men.
Oh, there are ladies that are abusive too. With their words, there are
We
ladies that would emotionally
we
and
have,
mentally
yeah,
abuse
several
you.
kind of
Oh,
abusive
yes.
words comes
Oh.
out from their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
They eat you. They do all kind of
Yeah.
things.
Yes, there are
Some
ladies that
lady
are very
eats first.
abusive
Like
too.
we have somebody here says, "What if the lady eats you first
If the lady
on the
hits you
message?"
first, you know what I would say?
Mm-hmm.
Because the society has so much made it look like women are the only one that get abused.
Yeah.
If I will not ask you to eat her back. Take your nice shirt and take a
Mm-hmm.
long
And just
walk.
take a walk. Yeah, go on the street. By
Take
the
your
time you come
nice
back,
shirt,
you're cold. The
yes,
lady
and
too is
take
cool.
a walk,
And definitely,
regardless.
definitely, when it comes back, the lady still keeps going like
Please
what do they call it?
get yourself
Just
an
sleep.
hotel room and go
Just
and sleep somewhere. I'm telling you,
take a nice pill. Just sleep.
yes, take your bags and something and just go to an hotel and relax. That is why we have all of that.
Definitely, definitely.
Um, Kula says, does he
Just wake up
just wake up and
and
start
start
the beating?
beating.
Don't you think there can be any smoke? Yes,
Yeah, there can't be any
we
smoke
know
without a
that
fire.
women are pushy.
We talk too much.
We can
Definitely,
be
we talk
pushy,
too
we
much.
can be annoying,
We talk
but the
too much.
fact is that men have to realize that the society already has a lot of pressure on you guys. And physical abuse are more from guys. And it's just that no relationship should go through violence, regardless of what the woman does, regardless of
Does
what the man do. The best thing is to just
just walk away.
take
Take a
a
walk.
chill pill and walk away. Honestly
Walk away
speaking,
for
that's the
good.
best thing to do
Even
in such
in
relationship.
such relationship, instead of you being scared of being killed, the guy coming back onto you or the lady coming back to stalk you,
Mhm.
you can just put a restriction. Go to the
America
police.
does that.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
restrict him from
from coming near you.
miles far away from you that
Yes.
he wouldn't even dare come to you.
But that's why we say some people are so scared to even take that step. Because
Definitely.
trust me, there are some guys that are abusive that are very powerful,
Yeah.
that are very
Bisola, let me tell you
powerful.
something. Someone told me something last week about a lady, a friend, being abused for like 15 years
Oh, I
in the
believe that.
marriage. The lady is the guy is a Spanish lady, the Spanish man, and then the lady is I think Sierra Leone or whatever. So the Spanish guy beat this lady every time. They have two beautiful kids. Beat this lady anytime the lady goes to work, and the staffs, the co-staff asks, "Oh, what happened to your eyes?" I said,
I fall down the
I eat my
stairs.
eyes, I
They're
fall
always
on the
falling down the
stairs and all
stairs.
that. And she keeps this for 17 good
That's
years.
sad.
The day the friend eventually knew, and he was like, "Are you crazy? Do you want this guy to kill you?"
Do you know that one reason why this happens? Let me just say this real quick, is the fact that so many of them have eventually they now have PTSD, post traumatic
Wow.
stress
Syndrome.
disorder, that they try to take themselves away from the pain. It's like they try to not remember the trauma that comes with the beating. They try to not it's like you repress the pain, you repress the stress, you repress all of the negativity that come with being hit. That's what eventually happens to them. And that's why you can see someone in an abusive relationship for 20 years. They've gotten to that stage where they've gotten to post-traumatic stress disorder, and they just accept it. They close their eyes to the pain, they close their mind to the pain. They
will definitely be depressed.
Yes, of course. They begin to have distorted feelings of shame, and of guilt.
Such people, when this, if it's a lady, she sees any other man, that's when they push the anger.
Yes.
And then they react.
There's always transference
of
that
aggression
transfer to these people.
And they don't even want to see any man. They don't want, if he's a man, so they don't want to see any lady. They don't want to have anything to do with any man in their life.
Yes.
That's when you see them acting funny, any guy approach them, then they can curse them out, they can call them names because they are being, the disturbed, the depression is there. They are psychologically disturbed.
They are distorted already. PTSD is a very dangerous state to be in for anyone, especially for someone for an abuse victim. PTSD is crazy because they begin to feel isolated from families and friends. It prevents them from seeing the abuse as a problem. They begin to see themselves as a problem, see something else. They never
damaged self-esteem.
They never see the abuse as the problem. It's just funny, and PTSD can inhibit the victim. It can just encompass this person from taking the necessary steps, from leaving the relationship, from doing what they need to do, and it's sad. When next you hear someone that's going through an abusive relationship, that's going through pain or something, please don't judge them.
Definitely.
Don't.
It's not a good idea to judge
them.
They are such that they are in pain, serious pain.
They are.
They will have damaged self-esteem. They will feel very low in society. They will feel disgraced. They will feel sad. Those are they kind of have a kind of saddened heart.
They do.
They kind of separate themselves from public. They do some certain things that looks funny.
Of course,
it's not their fault.
It's not, because
funny.
Some of them are now used to the suffering. They're used to the pain that it's just a normal part of their life, normal part of what. Let's just quickly talk about the signs of an abusive relationship, the things to look out for. I know some people are in abusive relationship and they just don't know, and they don't want to accept that they're in abusive relationships.
And some definitely know, they do, but they try to.
Well, the idea of a woman that says, what, I want to change him. Maybe I can change the man. It's possible that no, honey, you cannot change an abusive man. You're not a mental health specialist. You cannot change him. Even you yourself need to see a mental health specialist, because honey, you don't change. They don't change until you're willing to talk to someone, until you're willing to see someone that will help them through. So these are the some of the signs to look out for. For someone that is jealousy, possessive, put down, threats, and violence. These are the list of stuff that you should look out for in that kind of relationship. One of it is unfairly and regularly accusing you of flirting or being unfaithful.
Do you know those that are accused of flirting? They're actually flirt.
Some of them are not. Some of them just have serious, deep-rooted issues.
Some of them, I say, they are being protective.
And
that's the word.
And what the funny thing is? Why I say some people don't know they're in an abusive relationship. A lady will tell you, "Oh my God, it's just being sweet.
It's just being protective.
Cute. Oh, it's
cute.
He loves me.
He loves me.
It's just being jealous.
He's being caring."
I had a friend. I have all kinds of crazy friends. I had not really a friend, but an acquaintance when I was in college, and this guy that she was dating, they were in a so-called loving relationship. Romeo and Juliet. And this guy, for starters, I don't understand why people give their social media passwords to their spouses. I don't get it. I will never ask for it, and I don't want you to give it to me, and I'm not giving you mine.
Definitely, I don't have a problem with that if I don't have an hidden agenda.
Regardless of hidden agenda, I tell people that if you give me your password as my spouse, and I check, maybe I need to do something on your phone, I'm saying, "Hey, honey, can you give me your password?" And you give it to me, and I do what I need to do. I can guarantee you that I will not remember that password. The next time, when next I want to use your phone again, I will
I'll
ask
ask
you,
for the
honey, can
password
I?
again.
Because I don't want to know what's going on in
Going on in your
your phone, in your private life.
definitely is not advisable
I don't know why.
to
What
poke your
are we
nose in.
looking for? What
I
are we
don't
looking
mind
for?
if I don't have any
I'm
hidden
not giving
agenda.
you.
I don't
I don't
mind.
have an eating agenda. I don't want to know yours, and I don't think you should know mine. So let me just continue with my story. So she took. This guy has, the password to her phone and password to her Facebook account. So on her birthday, you know how people will say, "Hey, happy birthday, darling! Happy birthday, dear!
Sweet
Happy birthday,
darling.
sweetheart! Happy birthday!" You know how people do it on your birthday. People you don't know will come and say, "Happy birthday, love!"
Because they
Happy
get the
bir-"
notification from Facebook.
Yes. So this guy would go into her Facebook account and go to all the guys that say, "Happy birthday, darling! Happy birthday, sweetie!"
Give them the course of their life, right?
And then after he has done that, he'll come and meet her. Who is Kunle? Who is Tayo? Who is Bola?
And she
Why
might
is
probably
it?
not even know them,
And
just accept friend
she's
requests
like,
from them.
who are these
What are you
people?
saying?
Who are these people? What are you saying? Well, this person said, "Happy birthday, darling." So what? Happy birthday, sweetheart.
Might not even know them.
And half the time she doesn't know these people.
Like me,
So her birthday, she's crying.
I have
I don't know
several
who
people I
Tyler
don't
is,
even know on
and
my
I don't know who
Facebook.
Tola is, and I don't know who Kule is, and she's crying. Tell me who Kule is. Tell me who And I'm just like, girl, you need to get your stuff together and work out of that relationship because it's funny to
And
me.
you know, there are other sides too, like they tend to have control over their money.
I know how you spend your
How you
money.
spend your money, what they are controlling.
They're control freaks.
Yes. You see those signs are definitely
And
there.
no, we give excuses for these signs. That's the problem. The guy that controls how you spend your money, the lady will tell you that, oh, it just wants me to save up.
If he's your husband, that's quite different because maybe you guys have same purse. That's different. But
Yes,
someone who doesn't
but
even know how much
even
you're
as your
getting,
husband is not going to control.
not even control.
You guys will
kind of
talk about it. Oh,
exactly.
this is what you want. This is what I want to get. This is what we're getting. Oh, why? But we cut down on this so we can, both of you have discussion. But this person is controlling how you spend the money that
Your
you
own
make.
money.
Honey,
Your own money.
please. Then he decides what you wear or what you eat. In the movie I was talking about, this guy would pick out the dress she wears. It's sweet, right? I want a guy to just lay down my dress on the bed and put my shoes and put my rings and the earrings, and I just want to wear it and everything. And we think it's cute until he begins to say, "I don't want you to wear that black dress. Go and put it off. Wear the red one. Put your hair down. Put your hair in your
Manner of
ponytail."
approach matters. If he's saying it romantically, that baby,
Romantically
I
all the
don't
time.
like this dress. This dress is not looking good on you. It's different. But kind of telling you, no, don't put on
Yes.
that. No.
Yeah.
Go wear the purple one.
Yes.
In a controlling manner.
I don't want your hair up in a ponytail. I want it down. Can you let that hair down? That's what I want.
Those are signs of
I don't want
abuse.
that earring. Take it out, please. He humiliates her in front of people, like she said earlier on when she was talking. He monitors what you're doing, how you're doing it. Who are you talking to on Facebook? Who are you talking to on Instagram? Oh, why did you go to bed late? Instagram
I saw
notified
you
me.
live.
I saw you.
You're still on.
You're sending an
You
email.
ask him back, what are you doing online too? How do you know I'm online?
You're sending an email and he's peeping. Who are you sending an email to? I have a
Oh my
job.
god. Oh my god.
Discourages you from seeing your friends.
Oh my god.
You want to go to he doesn't want you to practice your religion. You want to go to church on Sunday and he's saying, let's watch football. And he's not saying it in a romantic way. You are the lead singer. You're going to lead choir. And then he wants to watch football. So it's like you're not the first, usually sounds romantic. And oh, I just want to watch football with my boo. And then it tells if you step
When
out
it's
of
often,
that door. No,
don't come back to this house.
Don't come back to this house. And you're like, honey, I'm going to church.
Are you serious for real?
Are you for real? Yeah, that's where it starts. And then he physically assaults you. This is the top. People see this, but then they still give excuses.
Like using weapons on you.
Yeah. Begins to some people are in
Remove their
relationship belt. And then he removes his belt.
How do you know that's what I was about to say?
And then some people, you're having a conversation, both of you are, quarreling or something. And then he says, it's like,
I will use my belt on you. I will use my belt on you. I will use.
And then he does that, it begins to hurt you. It begins to, I will hit your children, threatens you with your children, calls you names, all of these things. Constantly compares you with other people.
Definitely.
Criticizes your intelligence.
No.
you're not smart enough.
No lady
Are you
should
sure
be
you are okay?
should be let down. No man should look down on a lady for no reason. You understand? No matter how the lady is to you, no man should ever
If
do
she's
that.
yours, you should give her equal respect. Respect her.
Yeah,
Respect is
let's tell
reciprocal.
our callers to start
Yes,
calling in.
yes.
Yeah, call,
You
you can
can.
call in on 732-500-2485 to contribute to this show. If you have anything to say or you have any um ideas,
Opinion. What do you think? Do you
how to
think
manage an abusive
abusive
relationship
relationship? What do you think someone in an abusive relationship should
should
do?
do.
Especially if they're in deep. They're already in this
Could children be
relationship.
the reason why they are waiting, still
Should
enduring?
they?
Should it be money? Anything at all that you think should be a reason why a woman should endure a abusive relationship? Or you
Yeah.
think they should just walk away for good
Yeah,
and just
and
keep
how do
moving
they
on?
get help? What do you think for someone that is going through an abusive relationship, as a friend, as a family member, as a partner? When I say partner, I'm talking about friends, someone that's close to you, your colleague at work, someone that is close to you. How do you help this person? We're talking
And
about all the signs.
do you
If they
even
eventually
do
reach
you even
out, how do
know
we help them?
yeah, do you even know that there are some people that laugh at them?
Yes.
This thing is, we
Oh,
shouldn't even do
yes,
that.
yes. The people that immediately you tell them they have this dodgy look.
They
Oh,
kind of,
well, she is you. She
Maybe
is
I
you that want
told
a
you,
rich man.
to
She is
marry
you that
such a
do this.
person and you just
And
refuse.
that is why some people don't even talk. They don't want to
Definitely,
talk to
that's
their
why they're
parents because
ashamed.
maybe their mother already said, I don't want
I've
you to
warned
marry
them.
him. And then you did marry him, and now there are issues, and you cannot talk to your parents because you know exactly what they're going to say. African parents, especially.
Especially when they have warned
Oh,
you that, oh, Kosonombe, there's
uh-huh.
no way you can marry this guy. I don't want you to marry this guy. And you go ahead
And you
all
do
because of
that.
love, and you neglect those signs and those things you see in the abusive relationship, and you just keep your eyes off it. And when the situation start coming up, you dare not tell your parent that this
Oh,
is
you
what you're
dare
going through.
not.
You
Because
dare
you're
not.
scared of what they will say, because you don't know what's going to come out of their mouth, because you know you're not even going to get the support. You're already ashamed, you already feel guilty, you're probably going through PTSD already at the
Yeah.
point, and then these people are not even there to help you. So want our callers to call in and let them know what do you think is the best way for them to handle abuse in their relationship? How do you think they should go about it? How do you what do you think is the best means for them to get out of that relationship, especially if nobody's willing to listen to them? What do you think they should do? And we're looking forward to your call. We're looking forward to your text. Let us know what you think.
And you know, some people, when such thing is happening, you need to go and see people who can help you, like counselors who can counsel
Yeah,
the both of you,
mental health
mental health
counselors.
counselors,
You can
and
see psychologists.
yes,
I will not say psychiatrist, but if you think he's going out of
yeah, you
line
know,
and you
some
think he
people
has.
it might be their health situation that
Yeah,
makes them
yeah,
to
yeah.
be
That's
going
why
there.
usually the best thing is you talk to a mental.
Some
And
are
when you see
aggressive.
when you see a mental health specialist, the first thing they will let you do is they'll tell you to go get a physical. They need to know that everything with you is all right, and then they look forward to helping you out. Safi says you may be in love. This relationship cannot continue if
If
you
you
do
do
not
not
want
want
to
to suffer
suffer
anymore.
anymore. See, we're not taking away from the fact that you can be in love with
Love,
an abusive person. It is very possible. There
but
are
not at the
people.
detriment of your
Yes,
life.
we're not. We're not saying here that because you have any issue. We're not saying that it's your fault that you're with this person. We are saying that it is time that you get help. We're saying that it is high time that you leave that relationship, regardless of how you feel.
And you know, sometimes being away from the relationship for certain time can even be of help to you.
Yes,
Because
take
when
space.
you give a space, the guy might kind of,
Oh
oh,
no.
I'm missing this
If the
lady. Why am I treating this
Jai,
lady like this?
if they don't get help, regardless of the space, it's going to happen again.
Definitely,
Yes.
because
So even if the lady gives
it
him
happened.
space, it's good for her own health. But for the guy, if he doesn't get help,
Yeah, the guys
it's
definitely need help.
it's not going to change. Safi says the choice of our romantic
Romantic relationship.
relationships is not the result of chance. And maybe you should ask yourself the following questions. Why did
Did
I
I
accept
accept
to
to
leave
leave
this
relationship?
relationship? Why did I choose him? What did I learn from this relationship? How I grew up What unconscious part of myself did this relationship reveal in the open? Wow. Wow.
Thanks, Safi, for your contribution.
Those are really, really deep questions. Thank you so much, Safi. Those are questions that we should ask ourselves, because they say opposite attracts, and then they say you attract your kind.
Definitely.
So we know that ladies want sweet guys. We want guys that are so honest, guys that will open up to us, that can be romantic,
caring,
that are financially stable. You know, there are all these things that we look out for. But what deep-rooted things are we going through that we're not sharing? What deep-rooted things has this relationship brought out in us? And that way it can help you not to get into another abusive relationship.
Definitely.
It can help you to retrace your step. It can help you to, act as a guide for you as you go through life, as you mature, as you grow. Thank you so much, Safi, for that. That was so, so timely. We appreciate that comment. We're 5 minutes into the show. We're still looking forward to comments. We're still looking forward to
WhatsApp call.
Oh, okay, to your WhatsApp calls. And before we go, we can just quickly run through what you should do when you meet someone in an abusive relationship. Believe that person. Some people just hear, they don't listen. When someone is talking to you, listen to them. Just don't hear them because you're hearing them. Listen to them, be patient with them, try to understand what they're saying to you. And then let them understand that it's not their fault. It's not that their fault that they were in that relationship. It's not their fault that they were being abused. Let them understand this. Listen without judging. Listen. It's important.
And do not even judge.
Don't judge them.
What. Do not judge.
You're just going to push them further.
Because you don't want to find yourself in such situation too.
Yes. Listen without judging. Be supportive. Encourage them. Be open and honest with them. When they're talking to you, be honest with them.
Ask them questions.
Try to understand what
you might even be of help when you ask them questions to know what actually warrant the situation to be like that. You might even observe that, maybe it's the way you talk. Maybe you are too aggressive. Maybe you are not patient enough.
Yes, and so while you're saying that, you don't come up as judging
them. Yeah.
So you just let them know. And if you think this person is going to think you're judging them, just refer them to a mental health specialist. Let them go talk to someone that can be honest with them, and without judging them. This person understands what confidentiality is and can help them with their issues. So, and ask if they need help. If they need help from a support service, you give that to them.
And,
you discuss their
options. I think we
options.
should advise, in case we have anyone who is into the abusive relationship, they should find a way to work that out and find the source of this problem. Definitely the lady might be the cause, or the man can be the cause.
Regardless of who the cause is, regardless of who the cause of the relationship is, I still feel like both of them probably need counseling.
Definitely.
But nobody should stay and think, because people that are abusive never really want to talk.
Definitely.
And that's why
most of them commit suicide.
Yes, I've heard people say, my boyfriend said he's going to kill himself if I leave him. And this guy hits you all the time. But she's scared that now he's making you feel guilt for what he's going to do to himself. He says, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself.
Definitely, if I'm in such situation, I will tell you, go ahead and kill yourself. My life is more important to me than staying in this abusive
But then,
relationship.
let's remember that these girls are all up in their feelings of love.
How can you tell me if you leave, I'll kill myself? Go and kill yourself.
Keep in touch with this person as well. Keep in touch with these people. Try to understand what they're going through and all of that. We have an hotline here that if anyone going through an abusive relationship should call here in America. The hotline is +1 800 799 7233. I'm going to repeat that again. +1 800 799 7233. This is the hotline that you can call and get help. If you're going through an abusive relationship, if the guy is abusive to you, if anything is going on in your relationship that you think is making you need attention. This is a hotline that you can talk to. They can link you up with someone. If you need to get restriction from that guy, if you need to get restriction from that girl, this is the line you should call, and they will be able to help you. Nobody should stay.
And we want to appreciate all our viewers
we do.
for being constant on our show. Yes. Without you guys, we won't be sitting here.
No, we're not going to be.
We are so grateful for everything, and feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, NAIJAXTREME TV. Follow our page, NAIJAXTREME News. On Instagram, we are there too, NAIJAXTREME Media. And we are wishing you Merry Christmas.
Merry
And you can
Christmas
see
and
we
a
are all
Happy
in
New
red and
Year.
white. Christmas,
We're in the Christmas spirit.
Exactly. So thanks for being
Thank you for constantly showing up for us. Thank you for joining us. We like your comments. We appreciate you, Timmy, Safi, Kunle, everybody. We appreciate you.
We thank you, and for those who we can't see your name, we really do appreciate you coming up on this show.
Thank you so much.
We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
We do.
And we wish you a happy, Merry Christmas.